Hello, and welcome to Helpful Think's second installment of Halloween Chills and Thrills. Today, we will be taking a look at 20 movies you must see this Halloween. Some are newer, and some are classics, but each movie will bring you a sense of nostalgia or frighten you to your core. Let's begin. Good Night, Mommy. This 2015 German psychological horror film follows twin brothers as they navigate life after their mother comes home from a reconstructive surgery. With her unappealing look and unusual attitude, the brothers grow suspicious of her true identity. This film is a perfect watch for psychological horror enthusiasts. The slow burn and frightening imagery are certain to leave a mark on your psyche. Silence of the Lambs. This 1991 American film is a horrific thriller that is certain to remain on the forefront of your memory for quite some time. This film follows Clarice Starling, a top student of the FBI Training Academy. She is convinced to interview Hannibal Lecter, the psychiatrist turned psychopath that is behind bars for violent criminal acts and engaging in cannibalism. It is believed by her superiors that Clarice has the ability to draw damning information out of Dr. Lecter. This film is the first ever horror flick to win an Academy Award. With remarkable cinematography and an intense and thrilling plot, it is no wonder why the Silence of the Lambs franchise was an instant classic. The Green Room. The Green Room is a 2015 American horror thriller film that follows members of a punk rock band that find themselves trapped at a secluded venue after witnessing a horrifying act of violence. The band becomes the direct target of a group of white supremacists and quickly finds themselves in their line of fire. This gritty, violent film is certain to have you thinking twice before attending your next concert. The Babadook. This 2014 Australian psychological horror film is ranked number 13 on Rotten Tomatoes' list of best horror films of all time. This film follows a single mother, Amelia, and her son, Samuel, as they navigate life after her husband's violent and gruesome death. Samuel battles fear of a monster lurking in the house, as a sinister presence that has taken up residence in their lives rears its head in the ugliest way. This innovative classic horror film personifies emotion in a way that will leave a lasting impact in the forefront of your mind. The Call. This 2020 South Korean film follows Seo-yeon, who lives in the present, and Young-suk, who lives in the past. They find themselves connected by a phone call, and a serial killer puts another woman's past and life on the line to change her own fate. This chilling and absolutely mind-blowing film will have you on the edge of your seat, covering your eyes for its duration. Baskin. Baskin is a 2015 Turkish surrealist horror film, and it is not for the faint of heart. If you are squeamish or sensitive to gore, this is not the film for you. This film follows 5 police officers as they respond to a distress call. The call directs them to an abandoned building, where they enter into a nightmarish world that will alter the course of their lives forever. The suspense and brutal gore will leave you astonished and sleeping with one eye open for weeks. Hereditary. This 2018 American supernatural horror film will be ingrained in the depths of your mind for eternity. This slow burn of emotional torment follows the Graham family after their mentally ill matriarch passes away. Determined to contact her from the other side, mysterious forces are introduced into their world. The family begins to unravel horrifying truths about their lives and ancestry, leading to turmoil and fear. This film takes a look at intergenerational curses and ultimately generations of mommy issues. A great film, but do not watch alone. The House That Jack Built. Although I will not include any spoilers in this video, please beware. This movie includes every horrifying thing you could and could not conjure up in your mind. It follows a failed architect and vicious psychopath as he recounts elaborately planned murders that define his life's work, pride, and joy. Not for the faint of heart whatsoever. This film is ruthless, heartbreaking, and terrifying all at once. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This 1974 horror indie film follows a group of teens when they set out to investigate a rumor of a family member's vandalized grave. After a detour to the family's old farmhouse, Leatherface, an insane murderous outcast, is discovered living next door. As the group is picked off one by Leatherface, the survivors must do what they can to escape with their lives. This bloody, horrifying film is based on true events. The film is guaranteed to bring you on an emotional and psychological roller coaster. Henry, portrait of a serial killer. This 1990 film is based on the true life story of infamous serial killer Henry Lucas. Mikhail Rooker plays Henry, after he is released from prison after being charged for his mother's murder. When he is not working as an exterminator, Henry engages in violent and gruesome acts of murder. Henry's friend Otis, fellow convict and drug dealer, is roped into his heinous acts and assists him as an accomplice. As Henry becomes close to Otis's sister Becky, things begin to unravel. This haunting, gory, and gruesome film is sure to be one you never forget. Bone Tomahawk. Bone Tomahawk is a 2015 Western horror film directed by S.N. Craig Zahler. The movie follows a sheriff, played by Kurt Russell, who leads a rescue mission into the wild frontier to save townspeople kidnapped by a tribe of cannibalistic cave dwellers. As they journey into the treacherous unknown, the group faces gruesome and terrifying challenges, blending the elements of Western and horror genres. The film explores themes of survival, sacrifice, and the brutality of the Old West. The Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project is a 1999 groundbreaking horror film following three student filmmakers Heather, Michael, and Joshua as they embark on a documentary project about the Blair Witch in the Black Hills near Burkittsville, Maryland. Presented as found footage, the trio encounters eerie phenomena, gets lost, and experiences escalating fear and paranoia. The film's minimalist style, utilizing handheld cameras and the characters' genuine reactions, pioneered the found footage genre. Beyond its compelling narrative, the movie is renowned for its innovative marketing campaign that suggested the events were real. The ambiguous ending, leaving the fate of the characters and the nature of the Blair Witch open to interpretation, has contributed to the film's lasting impact and influence on the horror genre. Geralds Game. In Geralds Game 2017, Jesse and Gerald's attempt to revive their marriage turns into a nightmare when Gerald dies suddenly, leaving Jesse handcuffed to a bed in a remote lake house. Trapped, Jesse confronts both physical and psychological challenges, unearthing past traumas. The film, directed by Mike Flanagan, explores survival and resilience in the face of terror, with Carla Gugino delivering a powerful performance. Adapted from a Stephen King novel, the movie is praised for its dense atmosphere and psychological depth. Don't Breathe. In Don't Breathe is a 2016 film that follows a trio of burglars as they target the home of a blind Gulf War veteran, expecting an easy heist. However, they soon discover that the blind man is a formidable and ruthless adversary. The film unfolds as a tense cat-and-mouse game within the confines of the house, exploring themes of survival and desperation. With its intense atmosphere and unexpected twists, Don't Breathe keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. The Shining. This 1980 film, directed by Stanley Kubrick, follows Jack Torrance, his wife Wendy, and son Danny as they become winter caretakers at the isolated Overlook Hotel. Jack's descent into madness is influenced by supernatural forces within the hotel, while Danny's psychic abilities reveal its dark history. The absolutely classic film masterfully combines atmospheric tension, iconic scenes, and psychological depth to explore themes of isolation, madness, and the supernatural. Get Out. Get Out is a 2017 film directed by Jordan Peele. It revolves around Chris Washington, an African-American man visiting his white girlfriend's family estate. As he uncovers disturbing secrets about the family's intentions, the film explores themes of racism and exploitation, blending horror with social commentary. Chris must navigate a sinister plot to preserve his identity and escape the ominous estate. Get Out received acclaim for its unique blend of genre elements and thought-provoking narrative. Psycho. Psycho, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, is a 1960 suspenseful psychological thriller. The film follows a woman by the name of Marion Crane who steals money and checks into the Bates Motel, run by the mysterious Norman Bates. The narrative takes a shocking turn with the infamous shower scene, revealing a disturbing secret about Norman and his mother. Psycho is celebrated for its groundbreaking storytelling, innovative cinematography, and Hitchcock's masterful manipulation of audience expectations. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers is a 1956 science fiction horror film directed by Don Siegel. The story unfolds in the fictional town of Santa Myra, where Dr. Miles Ben or Kevin McCarthy discovers that alien spores are replacing humans with emotionless duplicates. As the invasion spreads, Miles and his friends fight to survive while uncovering the insidious plot. The film is known for its suspenseful atmosphere and social commentary, exploring themes of conformity and paranoia. Hush. Hush is a 2016 horror thriller directed by Mike Flanagan. The story centers on Maddie, young, a deaf and mute writer living in isolation. Her peaceful existence turns into a nightmarish ordeal when a masked intruder appears, intending to torment and harm her. The film explores Maddie's resourcefulness as she battles to survive against the relentless assailant in her secluded home. Hush is praised for its dense atmosphere, unique premise, and the suspenseful cat-and-mouse game between the protagonist and her relentless attacker. Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby is a 1968 psychological horror film directed by Roman Polanski. The story follows Rosemary Woodhouse Mia Farrow, a pregnant woman who suspects that an occult conspiracy surrounds her unborn child. As paranoia intensifies, Rosemary begins to question the motives of her neighbors and her husband, John Cassavetes. The film explores themes of paranoia, motherhood, and the supernatural, culminating in a chilling climax that cements its status as a classic in the horror genre. If you were brave enough to make it this far, thank you for watching, and we hope you have enjoyed. If you have seen any of these movies, let us know why or why they should not have been included on this list. If you have any scarier horror suggestions, please leave those in the comments for all of us to watch and review. Please like and subscribe for more. Sweet dreams.